Scott.
Hi, Mike.
How you doing there? Looks like you're giving it quite a go.
Well, we got the big kitchen triathlon next weekend. Every year Sean beats me. Every year, but not this year, Mike. It's death before dishonor, Mike.
Scott, take it easy.
Everything hurts, Mike. Everything hurts.
Scott, you need to catch your breath for a while, then come upstairs. I want to show you something.
Okay.
All right, Scott, we got what we need. You can go ahead and shut her down. So you see, Scott, you are working at nearly 95% of your maximum heart rate.
That's how I roll, baby.
Well, that's not what we want, Scott. You need to train yourself between 70 and 85% of your maximum heart rate most of the time. Once or twice a week, we can push it up to 85 to 90% of your maximum heart rate, but we're only going to do that for 2 or 3 minutes at a time. Interval training is wonderful because it's going to keep you interested in coming back week after week. It's going to keep you from getting overuse injuries and hurting yourself. It's going to improve your cardiovascular fitness so you can become a better athlete. You're going to teach your body to burn more calories, and you are going to become a more fit athlete.
So what you're saying is, all these years I've been exercising as hard as I could, practically killing myself when I could have been getting in better shape by doing less?
Absolutely.
I think it's time for me to run some tests of my own. See you in a couple days, Mike. And, hey, can I borrow that clipboard?
Sure.
Hey, Scott.
Hey.
You ready to go for that jog?
Yeah, I sure am. In fact, I'm testing this new exercise theory, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna exercise at different levels of intensity. We're gonna kind of see what happens.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No thanks.
What do you mean, no thanks?
I'm not interested.
Well, you're gonna be interested.
You're not the boss of me.
Actually, I am the boss of you. I am the actual, absolute, literal boss of you.
All right, what do I gotta do?
Here's a great dish for either before or after a tough workout. It's a nice pasta dish with grilled artichokes, leeks, and chicken breast. And I think that a whole grain pasta is the way to go on this. It's got a nice flavor, and it's a tomato-based sauce as well, so it's got that real Italian feel to it. So I'm gonna step over here and start with a little bit of olive oil, which is ubiquitous in Mediterranean cuisine. And I'm gonna saute some red onion and a little bit of garlic. And I'm going to saute that just for a couple minutes until the onions are translucent and the garlic begins to brown slightly. Before we actually started this segment, I roasted or grilled, whichever you like to do, the artichoke hearts and the leeks, so they're ready to go. And I'm just going to add those right in now. Saute them just for a second. And I'm going to add my tomato products. You can either use diced tomatoes or whole tomatoes. Here's a little tomato puree. That's going to give it some consistency and some body and a nice rich tomato flavor. And now I'm going to add a little bit of either your choice, vegetable or chicken stock, as well as fresh herbs, a little bit of thyme, basil, oregano. And I'm going to let that simmer until it starts to thicken. It's probably going to take 20 to 30 minutes or so. Okay, while that cooks just for a couple minutes, I'm going to dice a grilled chicken breast because that's great lean protein. It's going to taste great in there as well. And I'm going to go ahead and add that right to my sauce just before I'm ready to serve it. The grilled chicken breast is going to give it a nice little smoky flavor as well. I'm going to season this with salt and pepper now. I generally try to season at the end. I mean, I know recipes call for a certain amount, but it's always worth tasting first and then seasoning after. So I tasted it. It definitely needs the salt, and I think it needs a little bit of pepper too. Boy, that's looking nice and thick. Let's have ourselves some pasta. Here's my whole wheat pasta, and a cup of pasta is about a serving. Man, that smells so good. Oh, the fresh herbs. You know, even though we cooked the herbs a little bit longer, they still lend such a nice richness to that sauce. That is delicious. Hey, Mike, we're ready for the test.
Hey guys, ready for what?
You know, the test to prove that I won by exercising less.
Scott, there's really no test I can give you to prove you've beaten him in fitness just in the last 48 hours.
That was your big experiment? I can't believe I killed myself for this. I'm never exercising again.
Scott.
I guess that proves my point. While I exercised in the target heart rate, he overexerted himself, and now he never wants to exercise again.
This is not the way you want to win the triathlon.
Okay, fine. I'll go show him how to do it the right way.
Good man.
Probably beat me. I'll have to hear about it from now forever, Mr. Trainer Man.
Here are some ways you can make changes in your life today. Know your zone. Figure out what your target heart rate zone is and exercise within it. Change up the type of training you do to have better results in improving overall fitness level. Most of all, stay healthy, happy, and interested in the exercise you're doing. Be healthy, and I'll see you next time.